Hello, welcome back for the final part of my Season 5 review of MLP and my final thoughts on the whole season. So, let's get to it. The Hooffields and the McColts. Okay, this episode, I don't really have much to say on, other than being in the third map episode of the season and being pretty good. I don't really have much to say about it, good or bad. It's kind of entertaining, and I like seeing Twilight tries to use her usual book methods, but then has to use magic to help control him and solve their whole feud and whatnot, and I don't really know what I'm saying. I don't really have much to say on this episode at all. It didn't really leave an impression on me other than it being pretty good. I do like the details of all the ponies on Tusa, both families, redneck ponies. Nice to see. Alright, the main attraction. Alright, this episode, wow. I gotta say, this episode definitely is probably some of the best music in MLP. Definitely. Especially seeing as how they got a Broadway singer to be a guest star. That you're bound to get some good music from that. And I like seeing the friendship between Applejack and Rah-Rah. I don't want to say her whole name. And I like seeing her friendship is played really realistically, and the villain definitely is a big hate character that I love to hate. And overall, definitely the music is the best. Some of the best of the season, definitely. And the whole show. Alright. And Cutie Remark, the season finale. Wow. I gotta say, I really like this episode, although I do have a couple problems with it. First off, it really does very entertaining. I really like also seeing Starlight Glimmer return and whatnot, and see her just go for revenge, no world domination or anything, just revenge scheme. And okay, the couple problems. First up, pacing. And this isn't just with Starlight's reformation, although that is a problem. It's with the whole episode. It feels like that at times, like closer to the end, they're just going through some of these worlds like too fast, not giving enough details to them that they deserve, and just to rush this out in 2 episodes. It feels like that's a running problem with a lot of episodes in MLP. They really gotta work on pacing, because they always try to solve these huge things in just an episode or 2. It's not really good to do, not a good practice. And Starlight Glimmer's reformation does seem pretty rushed. Like it feels like it's always one speech. Although I'm not saying it's bad, it just needs more time to build up. And the next part, this gets really confusing at times. With the time travel, it's like time travel can be pretty confusing, and although it works for the most part in this episode, it gets confusing at times. At times they don't really get enough detail on why and how these worlds got to be this way, and what happened to the other villains that took place. Also, then, like, did they get defeated? Like, did they not try to get power while the one big one, that ruler that in each of these sequences, it's like, did they not try and fight them for power or whatnot? Like, what happened to them? I don't know. It's great. Definitely a great ending to the season, but I'm not sure how this is gonna hold up. So overall, final thoughts. This season was really good. It's like, before making this video, I felt like I was being a little hard on this season before I was making this video. But I can safely say that I do think it might be better than season 4. This show just keeps improving and definitely keeps doing really good with their best episodes, but they really need to work on a lot of writing. they had a lot of different writers on this show on this season, so you can expect there being a lot of different quality episodes, like good, bad, meh. And just that's gonna happen. That's one of my biggest problems with the show is how inconsistent it is with its quality. It's like you never know whether it's gonna be a good or bad episode. You can say that about any other show, but it is definitely prevalent, like in this one more than the others. But this was a good season. There were a lot of great episodes, and quite a few meh and a couple bad ones that I really don't want to go look back on. So, what do you guys think about the season? What opinions do you have on it? Did you agree with my thoughts on these episodes? Did you think the good ones were bad? Any bad or meh ones were good? What do you think? Like, comment, subscribe, and whatnot. Thanks for sticking with me if you actually watch these videos. Squid a Baconator, signing out.